With Matthew time, you say, Tom? Well, I am very happy to be here. Welcome to the Gentleman's Guide to Gaming. Welcome to another session of Accidentally and our gloomy, gothic, loop, murder mystery video game which straddles somewhere between a visual novel, a choose-your-own-adventure, and I'm not sure what else, and Groundhog Day. I've really been enjoying this game. You know, we've only been playing it this week, and this game has been a genuinely pleasant surprise, I think. And you know, if your veggie broth is unedible, Tom, if we go to dinner here, I'm going to assume that the soup that they serve us is likewise going to be inedible. So let's give it a go. Where last we left our gameplay, we were battling with the rainfall. We've been through 2 playthroughs, and now we're yet again back in the man in the doctor's coat, Solon's car. You're awake. Are you alright? This weather's been merciless. You've had a rough time. My clothes cling to me, damp and heavy. That miserable sensation again. I'm slouched in a car seat I know too well. I must have nodded off. But everything feels too real. The wetness on my hands, the cold pressing in. Rain still pounds the windows, the rhythm of it, the way it crashes against the glass. It's the same. Even this oddly cozy space feels just like the car from last night's dreams. I believe there's a handkerchief in the glove box. It's not exactly fresh. I do dread what he's been using it for. But please, use it if you'd like. Very responsible, Doctor. I brought it for you. I see. The man behind the wheel, his posture, his movements, even the way he looks at me. Every detail lines up perfectly. It's uncanny, and hello, Link. Inside the glove box, the contents haven't changed. Glasses case, hat, handkerchief, each one too familiar. My heart sinks cold and hard. All the while, the man drives on, completely unaffected by the foul weather. Please, take a different road. If it won't change a thing, but if it makes you feel better, very well. The car turns off onto a narrow, winding road. The smell of damp forest hangs thick in the air. Rain slaps endlessly against the windows. Something about the scenery feels familiar. Sir, doesn't this path seem familiar? Didn't we already pass through here? It's probably just your imagination. These roads tend to look the same. The same trees, the same road, the same trees, the same road, the same trees, the same road, the same trees, the same road. A sick certainty grips me, like I'm trapped inside a terrible loop, one I can't escape. I'm getting out of the car. I'm sorry, sir, but could you let me out for a moment? I've lived this experience in South Dakota. The weather's still terrible and there's not a house in sight. I'll take you somewhere safer. That's alright, it's just my stomach feels off all of a sudden. I thought some fresh air might help. Is that so? I only wish to ensure you reach your destination safely. Just a little longer. We're almost there. I can't do this. I'm getting out here. I'm sorry. Wait! It's too dangerous to get out now. I dodge his outstretched hand and throw the door open, leaping out into the wet, uneven roadside. My feet slap against the soggy earth as I run blindly forward. Behind me I can hear his voice calling after me, but I can't look back. The rain pounds harder, something thick and wet begins slithering through the dark. Oh god, it's Solon! It's close. It's coming. It's behind me, something huge, heavy, dragging itself. God damn it, what the hell is this? Don't follow me, don't! Then the wet dragging sound stops just behind me, and then words that I am not going to act out. Agony clamps down on every nerve in my body. My vision drowns in red. A searing pain tears me apart. My wrist twists and snaps, bones grinding as flesh rips, blood gushes out, muscle fibers are severed, nerves writhe, wriggling, crawling, twitching, as if they're desperately searching for a hand that's no longer there. Voices swell around me. Whispers, screams, fragments, shadows that howl and murmur, pressing down until I feel like I'm the only one who knows. Feel like I'm the only one who's wrong. What is this? Am I reliving death over and over again? It certainly seems like it. You carry a memory that cannot be erased. We need to talk about it. Lots of choices here. I'm not going to try bargaining with this. I'm going to promise restitution. I know I can't be forgiven. But I can't do anything. I'll pay it back. I'll make restitution. As much as you've lost, I'll repay it. That night, too, a voice scratched inside your skull. You still feel the vibration, don't you? The tremor that made your body shake. The whispers from far away. The screams that feel so close. They'll never leave. They'll circle your ears forever. The memory spills down my severed fingertips. What just happened? My head is spinning, and then, I hear the sound of rain. Ah! You're awake, are you all right? Another stormy day. You've been through a lot again. My clothes are soaked, clinging tight to my skin. That wretched feeling I'm still slouched in the same car seat. Ha 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 ha! What just happened? That dream, it was awful, and yet everything feels vivid. Too vivid. The wetness on my hands, it's real. Rain lashes against the windows. Even the sound of it feels like mockery. The cozy warmth of the car has curdled into a cage. Now that I think of it, there should be a handkerchief in the glove compartment. It's not particularly clean, but please, feel free to use it. I brought it for you. Yeah. The man in the driver's seat, I can feel his eyes. Piercing, unblinking, like he sees through everything. The items inside the glove box, too familiar. It's gone beyond eerie. Did I wipe my sweat with that same handkerchief? Did I already see that first aid kit? All of it just the same, again and again? And through it all, the man drives calmly, unbothered by the storm. Tell me the truth. Do you know what's going on? Do you know why I'm here? And why this keeps happening? A nightmare, you said. I'm not sure what you're talking about. I know what I know, and you'll come to know what you need to know. Everything depends on your choices. Whatever path you take, I'm ready to follow. A chill runs down my spine. It feels like he's pushing the whole situation back onto me, like I've fallen into some trap with no way out. Where exactly am I? Where am I right now? I mean, where is this place? My voice cracks. The fear is slipping through. Whether he notices or not, the man simply watches me, then finally speaks. You must still be groggy, confused, but rest assured you are exactly where you're meant to be. Where I'm meant to be? This car, and where it's taking you. That is your location. Thank you, Psychopomp. You'll understand everything soon enough. Then tell me, what am I supposed to understand? But he doesn't respond, as if he didn't hear me. Eyes ahead, hands on the wheel. That's how you pass your test. Through the rhythm of rain beating against the windows, a different sound creeps in, low, ominous, like a whisper buried in the storm. Instinct tells me at once this is no omen of good. Something terrible is already happening. My eyes meet his almost by reflex. The air inside the car turns heavy. I see his lips part as if to speak, but I cut in first. Doctor, that sound just now. You heard it, too, didn't you? It must be earth washed down onto the road. Yes, I thought the same. It doesn't bode well. I'll check. Wait here in the car. Yeah. He takes an umbrella and steps out. The rain hammers down harder, battering the roof and windows. Yes, it feels like a dream, a strange one. This must be fatigue from long, grueling work. The man soon returns, his expression caught between frustration and unease. As expected, the road's blocked with mud. This downpour is no ordinary rain, troublesome indeed. Then it would be wiser to seek shelter. Oh, I see. I'm playing the Solon role, am I? Yes. Driving further in this storm could only lead to an accident. I agree, Doctor. He grips the wheel more carefully and slows down. Then, as though catching sight of something through the torrent, his gaze shifts toward the forest. At last! A mansion hidden among the trees reveals itself. Light flickers faintly in its windows. He brings the car to a stop and turns to me. Looks like an old villa. With the lights are on, somebody must be inside. Let's see if they'll grant us shelter. I step forward ahead of him and knock on the door. Excuse me, is there anyone inside? The heavy door creaks open as if it had been waiting. Good evening. I thought you would have come sooner. You're late. Pardon? Forgive me? But we're not the ones you were expecting. Then I was mistaken. I'm sorry to have startled you. Tell me, what brings you here? Our apologies for the intrusion, ma'am. The road is blocked by the storm and we were forced to seek help. If you have a spare room, maybe stay the night? Oh, please, come in. The woman, delicate in presence, lets us in without hesitation. I wasn't prepared for guests, but I hope you'll be comfortable. Let's see. You expecting other guests tonight? I'd hate for us to impose. Guests, no. There will be no more. You are the last. The last? But you said earlier you expected us sooner. Did I? I don't recall. This mansion is empty but for you. It waits only for you. I can't say I understand. Calm yourself, the lady is right. The mansion is ours now. No, shelter from the rain alone is more than enough. No, it won't be enough. You'll want more. You'll need more. More? What are you implying? Do you claim to know what I want? By stepping into this house you've already chosen. I tried not to. This won't end with mere refuge. That's enough. Don't burden our hostess with so many questions. I'm going to quietly look around the house. Everything is the same, the creaking stairs, the faded portraits. Unfamiliar yet disturbingly familiar. Exactly as if in a dream. Am I truly losing my mind, or have I been asleep all along? Have you found something interesting? Your eyes, they feel as though they pierce through everything. This mansion must have a long history, and with it, secrets. Perhaps you've already sensed some of them. Perhaps you already know. The mansion's secrets? What is it you're hiding? Is there an umbrella research lab beneath this mansion? Did I say something? Forgive me, I must have misspoken. You'll know when the time comes. My best Solid Snake impression is, The front door burst open with a crash. Cold wind and rain lash into the room. The slap of wet shoes echoes across the floor. Damn this storm. Plans ruined, clothes drenched, always the same. Nothing ever works out right. What? What are you staring at? Want to die? Her sharp gaze fixes on me, then shifts toward the uneasy woman. You're the owner, aren't you? I need a room. A decent one, if you don't mind. Not that you can refuse. Once you step into this house, there are no other choices. Here, everyone ends up on the same path. Another set of footsteps follows. A man enters, calmly straightening his rain-soaked coat. Oh, what a curious fate bringing us together. A pleasure to see you all. If it's all right, I'll join this gathering as well. There's nowhere else to go after all. When one wearies of monotony, one craves something fresh, something unique. Don't you agree? Yeah. Oh, yes, I'm the owner. There are extra rooms. Yes, I'll get them ready so you can rest comfortably. The fragile woman gives a nervous smile, glancing anxiously at me and the man in the doctor's coat. Are you both comfortable? Please. I hope you'll find peace here. Not fucking likely. The rain, it won't stop. Not for a while. Perhaps not for a very long time. Oh, right, I'll get some towels. Dry towels. Just a moment. Take your time, ma'am. Waiting is no hardship to us. The lady slips carefully out. Her footsteps fade before reaching the end of the hall. Oh my, Abel. Cain has really done a number on Abel's head now. It's getting worse. In the silence, I find myself staring at the portrait in the corner. The longer I look, the more wrong it feels. Something wrong with that painting? No, it just caught my eye. Ha ha! For something that just caught your eye, you were glaring at it like it owed you a debt. Don't misunderstand. I was only wondering why it hangs there. An interesting thought, but many things happen by chance. Best not to think too deeply. Sometimes ignorance is safer. You of all people should understand that. The lady returns, her hands trembling faintly as she offers towels. The rain-drenched strangers are finally able to make themselves presentable. It's about dinner time. I'll prepare a meal for you. Tonight I have a very special recipe. We're going to go to the dining room this time. We went straight to the room last time and we were devoured by bugs. You must be hungry. I suppose I got carried away preparing all sorts of things. It turned into quite a feast. It's been a long time since I last shared a meal with anyone. We can examine the table, sit at the table, or stab your own throat with a knife. Yeah. Before anyone could react, I grabbed the knife and drove it straight into my own throat. Hot blood spilled across the table. I've ruined dinner for everyone. Twisting in agony, choking on pain, I could feel myself dying. But look at the view. And all they did was watch. They just watched me die like I was part of the show. If you're gonna die, just get on with it. So what happens this time? Remember, death is only the beginning. Wraith the Oblivion! Boring. I was hoping you'd be more entertaining. Wait, this isn't what I wanted. Not like this. A sharp pain rips me apart. My ankle bone crunches and splinters, ligaments tearing apart as hot blood bursts down my leg. I become nothing more than a hunk of flesh, crawling across the floor. A cold sensation seeps into my skin. Past and present, reality and delusion collapse in on each other, crushing my mind. Where am I right now? You carry a memory that cannot be erased. We need to talk about it. I feel like I've got to keep accepting this. Endure it, accept the penance. If it's being dragged back again and again, forced to endure this pain, then so be it. I'll bear it. I'll endure it willingly. That night too, your skin was turning cold, wasn't it? Don't you still feel it? The dizziness of that moment clinging to your skull? A reality skewed from the future you imagined, a dazzling, blinding delusion? All of it pressing down on you still. The memory trickles back through severed toes. What just happened? My head is spinning, and then I hear the sound of rain. Well, Link, are we going to find out that we're solid Cain? I mean, if it turns out we are Cain and this is a house full of vampires, I'm going to be disappointed. And yes, I like the idea that we're both using a dirty handkerchief and drying ourselves with wet towels, Tom. Yeah! You're awake. Are you all right? Another storm, another rough return. You always come back to the same place. My clothes cling to me, soaked through. It feels like a curse. I'm slumped in the same car seat once again. I thought we'd be restricted to 3 loops. Dream or not, I've reached my limit. Mentally, I'm already at the edge, but what can I even do anymore? The sound of the rain outside, the stifling warmth inside the car, it all feels like a cruel joke. Everything about this now feels unbearable. Now that I think of it, there should be a handkerchief in the glove compartment. It's not particularly clean, but please, feel free to use it. I brought it for you. The man in the driver's seat, so composed, so in control, even without speaking, I can feel him sneering at me. Am I in the palm of his hand? Yeah. The contents of the glove box. I can picture them even with my eyes closed. Every detail etched into my brain. Meaningless repetition. All the while, the man drives on, completely unaffected by the foul weather. So, I think this time we're going to be stoic. We're going to go along with everything. I kept my mouth shut. What's the point in talking when none of it matters anymore? The rain taps mercilessly at the glass. The roads are slick today. Please, rest easy. But silence won't make it all go away. Yeah. Sometimes silence says more than words ever could. Our eyes meet. Why the hell is he smiling? Ice floods my veins. I take a shallow breath, trying to steady myself. Through the rhythm of rain beating against the windows, a different sound creeps in, low, ominous, like a whisper buried in the storm. Instinct tells me at once this is no good omen, but has already been decided. My eyes meet his, almost by reflex. The air inside the car turns heavy. I see his lips part as if to speak, but I cut in first. Doctor, that sound just now, you heard it too, didn't you? It must be earth washed down onto the road. If the road is buried, then there's no returning home. Doctor, where are we going now? Where am I going? Yes, better to find shelter. Oh, this is a nice theory from Tom. We're caught in a psychic interrogation chamber. Somebody outside of this illusion tries to extract that special memory, and we're slowly giving them what they want. If only there were a mansion in the forest, one large enough for many rooms, where we could meet strangers, share a meal with them. It'll be a refreshing experience. Forgive me, I must be tired, speaking nonsense. Nonsense no, survival instinct is only natural. He tightens his grip on the wheel and slows the car, then as though glimpsing something through the rain, his gaze shifts toward the forest. At last, an old mansion reveals itself between the trees. Faint light flickers in its windows. He brings the car to a stop and looks at me. Looks like an old villa, but the lights are on. Someone must be inside. What do you wish to do? Let's ask permission and seek their help. I knock on the door. My heart pounds unpleasantly with the sound. Excuse me, is anyone inside? As though it had been waiting, the heavy door groans open. Oh my, hello. With rain like this, the road must have been dreadful. Yeah? No, it was fine enough. Still, you sounded as though you were expecting us. This place is so quiet I can hear everything. Even something like the hum of an engine. Our apologies for the intrusion, ma'am. The storm has blocked the road and we had no choice but to seek aid. If you have a spare room, may we stay the night? Of course, please come in. The woman, delicate in presence, lets us in without hesitation. There's nothing prepared, but please rest at ease. You've welcomed strangers before, haven't you, ma'am? You seem very practiced at it. Are you calling me a prostitute? Travelers lose their way from time to time. This house has offered them refuge. And those travelers, did they make it back safely? That I don't know. They all left quietly. But one thing is certain. While they stayed here, they were at peace, at least on the surface. The Lord watches this house like his own eye. True peace lies only in him. When I knocked earlier, the door wasn't locked. Did you leave it open on purpose? Purpose? The moment I knocked, it opened, almost as if it had been waiting. How strange. I remember undoing the latch myself. Perhaps you imagined it? Imagined, yes, perhaps. It would be best to relax. Needless suspicion could only harm you. It sounds crazy, but I think I've been here before. Long ago, or maybe in a dream. I know how absurd that must sound. Absurd or not? What? Dreams can be revelations of the Lord. Perhaps you've glimpsed what was meant to be. All unfolds according to his will. Yeah. It's all right. This isn't a strange place. This mansion has always been waiting for you. The front door crashes open with a bang. Wind lashes through the hall, flinging rain across the floor. Damn, this storm plan's ruined. Damn this storm. Plans ruined, clothes drenched. Always the same, nothing ever works out right. When did the rain become this relentless? Ha ha ha. How quaint of you to ask, but thanks to this weather, every arrival here feels strangely welcome. Don't you think? There's beauty in things that never change. Shut up! Oh, her accent has changed. Shut up! Please don't ruin my mood. Her sharp gaze lingers on me for a moment. I think she's telling me to shut up. Then her eyes turn toward the lady of the mansion. So it isn't abandoned. You're the owner of this house? I needed room for the night, and just so you know, if you refuse, you won't be the only one who disappears. Wow! This mansion always seems to gather curious guests. It always seems to gather the same number and same guests. I want to be counted among them. It could make for quite the familiar gathering. Ha ha. Yes, I am the mistress here. There are spare rooms. I'll have them prepared. Please, may you all be safe here. Offering us shelter is kindness enough. We are but travellers passing through. I hope you'll stay warm, even if this night feels as though it may never end. Yeah. Oh right, I'll get some towels. Dry towels. Just a moment. Haha, so it begins again. The lady slips carefully out. Her footsteps fade before reaching the end of the hall. And now rain has consumed Cain and Abel, and Abel's head is utterly demolished. In the silence, I find myself staring at the portrait in the corner. What is this? What hangs inside is impossible to make out. Hardly a painting at all. The longer I look, the more wrong it feels. What do you think it is? I hadn't noticed him beside me. Suppressing any sign of surprise, I answer calmly. Perhaps poor upkeep. A painting gone bad. Or perhaps it was painted this way from the start. You might wonder why anyone would. But people are unpredictable, aren't they? The lady returns, her hands trembling faintly as she passes out towels. Link thinks Carly, the lady of the house, always has a feast ready because she always knows what's going on. The rain-drenched intruders at least regain some semblance of order. It's just about dinner time. I'll prepare a meal for you. Tonight I have a very special recipe. Dining room again. Got carried away preparing all sorts of things that turned into quite a feast. It's been a long time since I last shared a meal with anyone. The meal is already prepared. Steam rises from bowls of soup. The buttery scent of warm bread fills the air, and meat glistens with dripping juices. Every detail awakens my appetite, yet the intensity feels too perfect, artificial, or it's only my imagination. It must be. I'd just begun preparing dinner. Cooking is a hobby of mine, so I often make more than I can finish. But thanks to you, nothing will go to waste. What is this? A table without a single decoration? You call this prepared? Pathetic. The flowers withered long ago. Since then, I've never placed anything new. There was no need. A fine roast turkey. Imagine how divine it must taste. I hope so. I hope it will be a taste that lingers for a long, long time. And a good wine. It must be drunk with reverence. I find myself growing hungry. He always loved this cake. Even now, sometimes I feel him sitting beside me, his eyes, his voice. The conversation jangles like discordant notes, then silence falls. As soon as I sit, everyone but me bows their heads. By the time I realise it's a prayer before the meal, it's already over. The moment I fold my hands, the short prayer ends, and they all lift their heads at once, perfectly, simultaneously. A strange stillness hangs in the dining room. It feels less like gratitude and more like a ritual of appeasement. Since we're all gathered, why don't we share introductions? I'll begin. You may call me Carly. I'm the mistress of this mansion. At present, I'm writing a mystery novel. This season has been unsettled for me, which is why I chose such an isolated place to focus only on my writing. But I'm glad to have your company. This will be a comfortable evening for you all. Was your husband a writer as well? No, he wasn't interested in that sort of thing, but he was very observant, a natural at watching people. A pause. Silence lingers. Carly slides a bowl of soup toward me. Steam curls upward, wrapping around my face. The savoury scent makes my nose tingle. This soup turned out exceptionally well tonight. After being out in the rain, you must be cold. Try it before it cools. It will warm you. I'm going to look at the soup. Golden broth with tiny croutons floating atop, steam rising in delicate wisps. Solon takes a spoonful, nodding with quiet approval. A deep flavour indeed. Perfect warmth for such weather. She rubs her spoon between her fingers before finally taking a bite. Tch. Soup is nothing to boast about. Still, I can't stand greasy food, and this isn't bad. He inhales the steam deeply, savouring the scent. Oh ho, a fine hand for cooking. I see, the aroma alone is appetizing. I refuse to eat. I don't even have the option to eat. I lower the spoon, an inexplicable revulsion seals my throat. Do you like it? Her eyes bore into me. Why no answer? Do you like it? 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 Was it not to your taste? Do you like it? Do you like it? Do you like it? It looks delicious, but I have no appetite right now. No appetite? Are you refusing my devotion? Or is it fear you taste? No, please believe me. Oh, hang on, that's me. No, please believe me. It isn't that. Then you are not rejecting me? You're not? Of course not. Believe me. Carly stares for a long moment. Then when I blink, she is smiling sweetly once more. A vision, a trick of the mind. Now then, shall we hear from the next guest? I suppose it's my turn now. My name is Solon. I'm a doctor. I was on my way back from an urgent house call. Perhaps stepping into the villa was the Lord's will. Thank you for letting me catch my breath here. May his light and protection rest upon this house tonight. May I ask what faith you follow? That's something I carry within. Names don't matter. All you need to know is he sees everything. I cannot look away from the word he. Does he mean God or something else? A pause. Carly places a generous helping of salad on my plate. Bright, fresh vegetables, a sharp dressing scent fills the room. Please try this salad. I grew the vegetables in my garden. They should be fresh. I made it with care. I'm sure you'll be satisfied. Refuse! The fork in my hand falters. The odour coils into my nose. Your hand has stopped. Is something wrong? I don't have much of an appetite. Perhaps from exhaustion. This salad was grown and prepared by Lady Carly herself. It is precious. But there's a strange smell. What you find strange may not be the food, but your own heart. A strange place can deceive the senses. If you must refuse, so be it. But this feast is for all of us, so remember its meaning. Is it truly the food you wish to reject? My chest tightens, my mouth is dry, the bowl is unchanged, yet something inside it writhes. Writhing, wriggling, writhing, wriggling, writhing, wriggling, writhing, wriggling, writhing, wriggling, writhing, wriggling. I close my eyes. When I open them, Solon is smiling again. Did I imagine it? That's enough from me, I think. What a lot of crap. Belladonna, you've heard the name. That's enough. Shitty weather, shitty roads, the shitty mansion. There's an order to how a day goes to hell. Let me be real. Piss me off tonight and someone's really gonna regret it. That wasn't a joke. Got it? I keep going for the bottom option, so I'm going to continue doing so. How did you end up at the mansion? Hate that question. You think I chose this place? Rain came out of nowhere, road cut off, and somehow here I am. Was it fate or a setup? Honestly, it's like something out of a movie. And for a moment, silence. Carly gestures toward the roasted turkey. Juices seep from the carved cuts, its aroma stirring my hunger. For the main course, I prepared a turkey roast. It came out beautifully. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. I'm so glad to share this with you all. Please try it. No. Normally, I'd carve hungrily into the meat, but my hand freezes. I stare at the roast, unmoving. What's this? Why aren't you eating? My stomach isn't well. Maybe nerves, maybe fatigue. Your stomach? You dare to say that here? Do you know how precious this feast is? Eat, 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 eat. please stop. I'm sorry.
Eat, eat, eat. You must eat. Don't refuse. Eat every last piece. It's the rule. The rule cannot be broken. Eat, eat, eat.
My body won't move. The air vibrates. All I can do is watch her lips. Red with lipstick, opening and closing. Eat, eat, eat. When I blink, she's smiling sweetly again. I don't think I've ever seen her smile sweetly in this game. As if nothing happened. Another hallucination, maybe? Whatever. I'm done talking. Annoy me again and I'll kill you. Ah, finally my turn. I've been dying to join the conversation. Anticipation, after all, makes the reveal that much sweeter. Ha ha ha. Pleased to meet you all. Name's Revers. What it means, I'll leave to your imagination. I'm a numbers man. Some say I'm too good at it. But what do I really do? I read the currents of human desire. Behind the mask of accountant lies much more than people expect or suspect. Problem is, when you're that good, people come looking. One such idiot's been tailing me, so I took a detour. Ended up here. So, what? I followed him. I'm Belladonna's boss. I'm the patient Solon's been treating, maybe. And I'm Carly's deceased husband. And I must say, this evening's shaping up to be delightful. Let's hope it stays peaceful. Who's the idiot chasing you? Oh ho, intriguing question, but if I name names, well, someone here might not survive the night. Don't look at me like that, I'm joking. Mostly. Knowing too much, you see, can be dangerous. And again, silence. Carly gestures to a plate of cake, decorated beautifully. My mouth waters just looking at it. No meal is complete without dessert. I made a cake earlier, so I've brought it out. Please try it. Something sweet will ease your fatigue. Oh, Link, I'm so sorry. We don't even have the option to eat the cake. I lifted my fork, then quietly set it down. Just looking at the cake made my tongue tingle and my stomach churn. Not eating dessert? Don't tell me. You dislike cake. I can't. My stomach feels off. Strange, almost no one hates sponge cake. That soft texture, that gentle sweetness. One bite is all it takes. Come on, pick up your fork again. Yeah. Are you afraid? This mansion, these strangers, this cake. Which unsettles you most? Or is it all of them? Maybe it's your way of refusing. Ha! Rude, very rude, and rude people deserve punishment. Ha 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 ha. My mouth dried out, goosebumps ran up my arm. Revers just stared at me, as if he were peering inside. My heartbeat raced faster and faster. When I blinked, he was smiling again as though nothing had happened. Had I imagined it? Silence. All eyes turned to me. Candlelight flickers, casting distorted shadows on the wall. It's my turn now. Yep, we have missed out on the opportunity for cake, Link. Would you tell us a bit about yourself? Last time we went for the trauma answer, I think. So we need to find something different to say. This detour wasn't planned, but I'm glad I've met good people here. And I'm glad to have met you. Perhaps this will become a good connection. All of this may be his plan. Perhaps we are meant to be here together. Good people, please. You're just making this worse. Shut up already. Oh, I'm sure it wasn't planned, but sometimes without knowing it, we walk into someone else's story. And silence. Carly pours crimson wine into my glass. This wine has been aging for a considerable period. I opened it to commemorate tonight. Please have a taste. It will make this night all the more... No. I held the glass but never raised it to my lips. The liquid inside was red, and the way it rippled felt alive. Even the chill through the glass felt unsettling. Why, you won't even taste it. Did the wine not suit you? I'm sorry. I think it's best I don't drink tonight. Wine is the Lord's blood, and liquor the mirror of the soul. One who refuses to drink, such a one cannot be expected to see clearly. Ha! You're really turning down wine? Are you spoiled, just scared? Though I do understand, this wine doesn't look like blood, especially under candlelight. Now imagine, what if someone's well-aged despair had been poured into that glass? What flavour would it carry? Please, just a sip. It would match the air of this mansion perfectly, as if it had been waiting for you all along. They all looked at me. The glass in my hand grew heavier. Candlelight flickered, and the liquid reflected back in deep red. It was ordinary wine, so why did it feel so threatening? Carly raised her glass. Solon, Belladonna, and Revers naturally followed. As though nothing was amiss, they looked at one another. Then, to our meeting tonight. Cheers. 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 Cheers! The crystal-clear sound of clinking glasses rang out, but the resonance stretched unnaturally long, unbearably heavy. I just watched their glasses. I did not drink. It already felt like there was no turning back. The conversation winds down. What a wonderful dinner it's been. Speak for yourself. Now then, let me show you to your rooms. Can I stay with you, Lady Carly? Dr. Solon, I remember your knee trouble. There's a guest room on the first floor. It should be easier for you. Thank you, ma'am. Good night, everyone. Solon surveys the room once before disappearing with his bag. There are a few more rooms upstairs. Please follow me. We trail behind her up the stairs. The second floor feels colder, older. The air itself has weight. Carly led the way, showing the guest rooms on the second floor one by one. Belladonna scoffed, making no effort to hide her displeasure, while Revers took his time, leisurely surveying each room. This one looks cozy. While everyone else is still thinking, I'll claim this one. That room was recently furnished. It's quieter, more comfortable. Though she looks hesitant, Revers steps inside with a grin. Miss Belladonna, perhaps this room? What the hell? This one stinks. It's damp and gloomy. I'm sorry, it has everything you'll need, I promise. Belladonna glares but stomps inside. And as for you, this way, please. Her face reddens slightly as she opens a nearby door. The room is strikingly different. Lavish, almost too much. We prepared this one for special guests, but please don't misunderstand. I just wanted you to be comfortable, even if it's only for one night. Well then, good night. She leaves, silence, only the rain tapping against the window remains. Before I can explore the room, someone barges in. It's Belladonna, as with our first playthrough. No knock, no shame, her glare could cut glass. Seriously? This room's way better. You, switch with me now. No, we're not going to do that. We did that last time. I'm sorry, but I like the room. I see no reason to switch. What? Did you just say no to me? Do you even know who you're talking to? Suddenly, Belladonna's eyes widen. She raises a kitchen knife. The blade glints coldly in the candlelight. Slam the door shut. I push her back and slam the door. Through the wood, I hear the sound of her furious breathing. There's nothing left to discuss. Go back to your room. Fine, let's see how this ends. You made me mad. You did this. I'll tear you apart. Remember that. She pounds on the door, breathing heavily, then silence. A silence far worse than the noise. She wouldn't actually do anything, would she? No, calm down. Calm down. She's just blowing off steam. She went back. I try to shake it off, but the fear is only growing. I need to distract myself. Anything to knock knock. A sudden knock at the door. Who is it? Carly, Dr. Solon? Belladonna? Who's there? There's someone just beyond the door. I can feel them, but they say nothing. Why won't they answer? Okay, gang, watching live. Are we going to open this door? Or are we not? This could be someone who needs help. What do you think? Are we going to open the door? I don't know. This could be Carly coming in to seduce us, and that would be one hell of an opportunity missed if we reject it. But on the other hand, it could be Belladonna about to stab us to death because she's got a shitty hotel room. And I've stayed in shitty hotel rooms before. I know the feeling. Link says open the door. Swallowing a dry lump in my throat, I slowly open the door. Hello. I'm sorry. Did I startle you? Miss Carly, it's you. She exhales in relief. There's a faint shadow of worry in her eyes, but her smile is gentle. Apologies for coming by unannounced. It's just I stay in the room next door and I heard Belladonna's voice. She sounded agitated. I was worried something might have happened to you.
Thank you for checking in. She was acting a little strange, but nothing happened. I'm fine. I see, that's a relief. I don't think she'd ever really hurt you.
Suddenly she reaches out, her fingertips brushing my cheek. Her touch is soft but firm. It leaves a faint warmth behind.
You don't look so well.
Well, I didn't eat any dinner. I'm okay, really. I feel better thanks to you.
Good, I'm glad then. You should rest now. I'll let you be.
No, you can stay.
No, I'll go.
No, I insist.
No, my room's just next door.
Please. She looks at me for a moment longer. Her gaze lingers, warm, almost wistful.
I'm really glad we met tonight. Will I see you again tomorrow?
I mean, the chances are slim. Of course. Good night, Miss Carly. She offers one last warm smile before turning away. Her footsteps echo faintly in the hall. Her silhouette fades slowly into the corridor's dim light, and yet I can't take my eyes off her. Why do I feel like this? I need to calm down, stay grounded. Okay, let's look around the room. Trying to steady myself, I decide to take a closer look around. Something catches my eye, a worn picture frame on the side table beside the bed. Inside is a photo of Carly and presumably her husband, but their faces scratched, damaged, almost violently defaced, unrecognizable. What is this? Why would something like this be left out? Excitement and dread crash over me in waves. I don't think I'll be sleeping anytime soon. How long had I been asleep? I open my eyes. The room is damp, sticky, cracks spider across the ceiling, and from them water drips steadily. Each drop falls in time with my heartbeat. The storm outside hasn't stopped. The sound of rain against the window pane grows louder, and buried beneath it something like a whisper rides the wind. When I try to sit up, something twists inside me. It's Belladonna. Nausea, exhaustion, a clinging, inexplicable unease. Did I see something last night? I can't remember, but I feel it. This house remembers me. Gripped by the urge to escape that thought, I head downstairs. Oh! Okay. No screams. At the bottom of the staircase, I see him, Solon, standing by the window, staring out. His back feels unfamiliar. Good morning. Did you sleep well? Ah, yes, thank you. You're up early. I was checking if the rain had let up, but it's not time to leave yet. God damn it! Miss Carly is preparing breakfast. Shall we head to the dining room? I follow him in silence. I imagine the warmth inside. Freshly baked bread, Carly's smile, welcoming us to the table. That image shatters the moment I open the dining room door. Damn! I was hoping for breakfast. What? Carly? She's sitting at the table, but her head is on a plate. Eyes open, looking at me, and I swear she just blinked. Blood pools across the table. Not dry, not crusted, not like jam. It's... Twitch, 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 twitch. The blood is breathing. Oh, this is a good idea for a convention scenario. Ooh, who could have done something so horrific? One word, Belladonna. Something happened. Solon stares at the corpse, frozen with fear and disbelief. Revis stumbles in, robbing sleep from his eyes, and within seconds he understands everything. But what flashes in his eyes isn't horror, it's excitement. Oh, now this is unexpected. The perfect feast to start the day. Ha ha ha, this house is exactly my taste. We must remain alert. The killer might be one of us. I've got a fair idea who.
What the hell is all this noise? What is that?
For the first time, her usual sneer is gone. Belladonna, who's always cold, always venomous, now stands frozen, face twisted in real fear.
This isn't some kind of sick joke, is it?
Isn't it fascinating? Come now, let's continue the story. This is just the beginning. Oh, God. The rain outside grows heavier, pounding like a heartbeat, and with it an awful certainty settles in my chest. This isn't a nightmare I'm waking from, it's one I'm just starting to dream. An innocent soul well, I mean, she did stab me in the first run. Subjected to such a terrible fate. The Lord... Oh, it's Solon. An innocent soul, subjected to such a terrible fate. What a cleavage, though. The Lord will see justice done.
The weak are always the first to go. It's only natural.
I do like her, Innsmouth eyes. Haha, so who's going to be the next one out of the game? I'm dying to know. In a situation like this, it's best to choose wisely with whom you stay close. Something wet creeps underfoot. I quickly pull my gaze away from what used to be Carly, nausea curling in my gut. My heart hammers in my chest. I need to get out of here now. Maybe Carly left behind something, anything that could help us. It's hard to focus through the shock and grief, but I force myself to look around. Bloodstains soak the tablecloth. Her severed head sits grotesquely atop the table. Everything else seems untouched. Empty chairs, silent witnesses. The idea that we could have shared a warm breakfast here this morning, now it crushes my chest.
Carly, who did this to you? Why?
Do not dwell on it. She deserves to be laid to rest, not trapped in your torment. I force myself to step closer. My hands shake, my breath catches. I study what used to be Carly, fighting to accept what I'm seeing.
Storm of grief surges into fury.
I don't think I'm supposed to be saying that.
Rest easy, Carly. I promise I'll uncover the truth.
Really?
Pfft, spare me the hero act. What's a weak little thing like you gonna do?
I think the thumb is going wrong here.
Justice for the strong. Get real and face reality instead of whining.
That is not me saying that. That's Belladonna. You don't just get to say that. Just watch. Tragic end for poor Carly, but let's look on the bright side. The plot just got much more exciting. So, I don't know if the false subtitles are accurate to demonstrate the confusion that's supposed to be in the game, or if it is just not entirely QA'd. The need to escape this nightmare consumes my every thought. I sprint to the front entrance and grab the doorknob, throw my full weight into it, but it doesn't budge.
No, come on, please just open!
I strain against it, but it's useless. Muddy water trickles in beneath the door frame. It's blocked, sealed from the outside, completely. No way out, nowhere to run.
Damn it, we're trapped, completely trapped.
What the hell are you talking about? Why won't the door open? Wait, are you saying we're really locked in this place? Step aside, please. I'll examine it myself. Usually it's Belladonna who does that. Just as I thought, mud and debris have piled up outside. The door is completely blocked.
Unbelievable! I thought stuff like this only happened in novels.
Ah, now this is the proper shape of isolation horror. No outside contact, no way out, and torrential rain, a corpse, mistrust, and of course the secluded mansion. So what's next, I wonder? Who's going to be the next to die? I'm going to talk to Belladonna. So the reason I'm sticking with Belladonna is because she's the only person who hasn't died yet.
Belladonna, did you see anything?
Classic. Foolish little humans always end up like this, led by their emotions, dragged to ruin. Foolish little humans, you say?
What? Someone's dead, and how can you be so heartless?
Death is commonplace. The weak die, that's all. What matters is this. Who's next, and who's the last one standing?
God, that's sick. Don't tell me, was it you?
Shut it. Don't run your mouth without proof. I'll handle this in my way. You have no right to judge me. Alright, we'll talk to the others.
Solon, how could this happen to Carly?
A tragic loss. Short as our time with her was, we all saw she had a gentle and kind heart. Such horror at such a young age.
Who could have done this? Are we all in danger? What are we supposed to do? I'm scared.
We must not jump to conclusions, but one thing is clear. A dark presence lurks within this mansion. We must all remain vigilant.
Could it be Belladonna? Or Revers?
Accusation without proof breeds more tragedy. We must stay calm and trust one another, for now.
Still, I have this terrible feeling. This whole mansion feels like a living nightmare.
I understand, but you are not alone. The Lord will guide our steps. Hold fast to your faith, remain alert, and together we will endure this trial.
Revers, do you really think this is exciting?
Absolutely. The stakes are rising, the masks are slipping. It's getting thrilling.
You're insane. Someone just died. You can't honestly find this entertaining.
To be fair, Carly was always a bit bland. A proper mystery needs a catalyst, would you say?
You're unbelievable.
Shh, don't be so quick to point fingers. But I've got a pretty clear idea of the culprit already. Someone quite fascinating. You'll love them.
Just who the hell are you?
In the end, it all comes down to one thing. Who plays the game best? Shall we begin? I'm staying with Belladonna.
Belladonna is too risky to be alone. Let's go together.
Ha! Trust in this mess? You're not serious.
I'm not asking for trust. I'm offering a company. Better than walking into the dark alone.
You're awfully bold for someone who might not see morning. Fine. Truth is, I don't want to be left alone anymore, either. I need somewhere to hide, somewhere quiet. Haha, if there was ever a time for something strong, it's now. Though I suppose drinking here would be in poor taste. I'll head upstairs. I'll check the rooms. If anything unusual is left behind, we need to find it.
Let's go somewhere else. Just the two of us.
I know a place. Follow me if you want. Or don't. She led me to the study. The air was heavy with the scent of old paper and damp dust. Her shoulders trembled. Feels like everyone's hiding something from me. You ever get that feeling? Those eyes, they looked at me like they knew, like they already understood what I saw, what I heard. No one ever asked.
I don't quite understand. What exactly happened?
That night I heard something, someone calling someone else from the dark, slowly, so close.
It might have been a dream. We were all shaken by the storm. It makes sense if your memory is...
No, I saw it. I know what I saw. It wasn't a dream. It wasn't a dream. I want to be alone. Respecting her wish, I stepped out of the study. The mansion was oddly silent, cold, too cold. Scorpio. A strange feeling crept into my chest. I couldn't shake it. I turned back. Oh, great. Opened the door, and there she was, silent calm slicing into her wrist.
No! Stop, please, stop!
Don't ever stop me. Someone's got to end this, whether it's me, you, me, or someone else. Someone has to.
Wait, no, I've got a better idea. I'll end you. That'll fix everything.
Hang on, that's her saying that. I'm not offering. Wait, no, I've got a better idea. I'll end you. That'll fix everything. Let's see if we can grab the knife from her. I take a careful step forward, closing the distance between us.
Please, Belladonna, put the knife down. This isn't you.
Shut up! You're just like the rest of them. If you do this, there's no good.
If you do this, there's no going back. We still have a chance. We can survive this.
The only way out of this nightmare. Yeah, I get it now. I have to end you. Die, 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 die. She's really going to kill me. I lunge at her, trying to tear the knife from her grip. My hand grabs for her wrist, but she jerks away and lashes out, the blade flashing wildly. Ah! Pain rips through my arm. Blood pours down, soaking my sleeve in seconds. She doesn't stop. She clutches the knife tighter and swings again and again, and for some reason her mouth wasn't illustrated. It'll be over soon for both of us. This is how it ends. I can't even scream. My body hits the floor, heavy, broken, bleeding out. And then everything slips into cold, devouring darkness. A sharp pain spears through me. My side tears open, bone against bone, organs spilling as my lung collapses, blood gushes, pulsing, spraying. Slippery, slick intestines slide out, slithering across the floor. Ash-grey after-images flicker behind my eyelids. The air feels unbearably heavy, yet my mind is strangely clear. Somehow it feels like the end is near. This next time, it might really be the last. You carry a memory that cannot be erased. We need to talk about it. Oh, as much as I want to... I want to talk about Carly. Carly, she was kind to me, but she never knew how small that kindness made me feel. I imagined the moment she would reject me. To me, that was death itself, so I entered at first in the dining room where the morning was laid out for me. Even as the blood spread, my heart grew quiet, strangely calm. Dr. Solon respected me, or so he said, but behind those cold, clinical eyes there was always judgment. I hated his corrections, his constant pressure, so I struck silently and precisely at the pulse he trusted most, in the bedroom, where he felt safest. He was quiet once dead, and yet he was even more unbearable.
Belladonna, she could see straight through me. Her gaze alone made me feel exposed, like my secrets were already out, like she would tell everyone. The urge to kill was nothing more than fear, trying to shield me. My hand moved with a knife before my thoughts caught up. Her dying face is still vivid. She was smiling. She wouldn't stop smiling. Rivers spoke like everything was a joke, yet his words cut me like blades. Every conversation with him made something inside me crumble. He kept showing interest, kept reaching for me, but I didn't understand him, and that terrified me. On that dizzy, chaotic night I pushed him. The sound of his body hitting the ground was less frightening than the relief I felt afterward. I only wanted to survive. I was afraid, consumed by the thought that death could come for me at any moment, so I let instinct take over. But looking back in those moments where I lulled someone into letting their guard down, then struck with precision, there was a thrill. What a thrill! By the second kill, it was easier. Too easy. Still, I did good things. I helped people. I volunteered. I gave to charity. That's true, really, it is. From the beginning, it was strange. The sudden downpour, the perfectly timed hitchhike, and finally the mansion we arrived at. Or, as I would say, the mansion at which we arrived. Looking back now, even the people inside felt something was wrong somehow. Of course, they were all people I'd killed before. But who were they really? What is this place? And you, the one watching me, who are you? Maybe these hands can hold someone else's life up instead of tearing it down. Perhaps that's what this trial is for, to show me I can start again. The memory flows down the path like spilled blood. What just happened? My head is spinning, and then... I hear the sound of rain. Consciousness slowly rises to the surface. My vision is blurry, my body heavy, as if sinking into a swamp. The room is dark, damp, filled with a rancid stench that clings to my nose. A formless unease presses against my chest. Where am I? It feels like I've woken from a nightmare. Somewhere, faint whispers echo. Come here, come here, come here. The murmur, like static from a broken radio, crawls into my ears, sickening, skin-crawling. It's calling me, calling my name, but... Let's follow the voice. Yes, we are not in the car, Link. The whisper drills deeper, clearer, sharper, burrowing into my skull. I'm caught in its pull, my body rising against my will. My steps are stiff, mechanical, like a puppet being dragged forward. No, stop. I don't want to go. Please, stop. I stumble down the staircase through the first floor, past the kitchen until I reach the pantry, and then, hidden there, a passage. The secret corridor is narrow, suffocatingly dark. The walls are slick with moss and mold, their tangled patterns forming grotesque shapes. The moss squelches under my touch, oozing with a sticky, writhing sound. Please stop, I can't stop. At last, I reach the end of the passage, and before my eyes, a place I've never seen before. A place that shouldn't exist. This place looks like a nightmare bled into reality. Walls drenched in sticky fluids, a black altar carved with symbols I don't recognize, and at the far end, a writhing door. Everywhere the moss clinging to the walls pulses and squirms, wet and obscene. It feels alive. The air reeks, mildew, rotting flesh, and a sickly sweet stench of decay, thick enough to strangle every breath. The space itself twists, walls seem to writhe, the floor ripples beneath my feet, the ceiling presses down. The whole room shifts as though it were breathing with me. The distorted space somehow seemed almost alive, shifting ever so slightly in response to my gaze. The walls squirmed, the floor rippled, and for a moment I swore the ceiling was closing in. This can't be real. It feels like I've stepped into a dream, a nightmare. Approach the altar. A slab of black stone carved with grotesque markings. Just looking at it makes my mind throb, my thoughts fray. Touching the surface leaves my hands slick with some foul residue. At the center, a shallow hollow, and inside it something red pulses irregularly like a living heart. I shouldn't be seeing this. It feels like a curse just to look. Check the books. Rotting tomes scattered around the altar catch my eye. I pick one up with trembling hands. The cover is torn. The title is gone. The paper is brittle, yellowed, and crumbling with each touch.
Opening it reveals cramped, blood-red scrawls. Words that look like a mix of symbols and sketches, like screams trapped on a page. I can't understand the language, but it feels like a curse. The more I look, the worse my head pounds. No, no more. Whatever this is, it's insane. Rust stains the blade, eaten by age, a relic of violence too worn to guess how many times it's been used. The hands feel cold and rough in my grip. A chill crawls under my skin, as though the knife itself remembers every wound it carved. It feels familiar. Too familiar. The stand is carved with twisted human-like faces, contorted in silent screams, not on the holder itself, but all along the metal shaft. The wax is a dark crimson, melted in rivulets that hardened like streams of blood tears. Each frozen drip gouges deep scars into the surface. Why does the wax resemble blood? And this smell, God, it's revolting. I step closer. It isn't a door, it's a mass of flesh fused together, pulsing with swollen veins. It throbs with every step I take toward it. Through the cracks only blackness. Something stirs in that blackness. A wet, rasping moan seeps through. What is inside there? Nothing nice. Each step I take makes the mass clinging to the door throb, pulsing as if it were reaching for me, as if it wants me. Hello, hello, hello there. The door of flesh speaks. I can't tell if I've gone mad or if the world has. I want to hear it. Your story. The marks that never fade. The footprints behind you. The past that follows in every shape. Forcing terror into rage, I shout at it with every ounce of breath I have. What the hell are you? You monster! The flesh door oozes black ichor, quivering as if laughing. Yes, I am a monster. The monster you created. No, that's impossible. I didn't create you. I couldn't have. This is a dream. It has to be. I'm going to destroy the door. A certainty takes root. If I destroy that abomination, I can end this nightmare. I grabbed the rusted iron rod I'd found in the room. Could have grabbed the dagger. Shut up! I'll destroy you! Ha 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 ha! Foolish, so foolish, foolish little human. You cannot destroy us. But I had already made my decision. I would destroy the door. At that moment, a swollen lump of flesh convulsed, letting out a piercing scream. Show yourself to us. Your deepest, most hidden secret. Let's go for the red text. It looks appealing. I shift my grip on the iron rod, glaring at the mass. What would you do with it? What difference does it make if you know? Ha 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 ha. The flesh oozes sticky fluid. This is good art. I am going to spit out my darkest secret. It feels strange as if I'm possessed. I gasp for breath, halting for a moment. People used to call me a respectable model citizen. Ha 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 ha, what a joke. All they ever did was wear the mask of goodwill, fooling them all. I am an evil man. The mass of flesh accepts my words in silence. Break the door. I swing the iron rod down onto the flesh. Crunch. Sticky meat tears apart and a foul stench bursts into the air. The door writhes violently, shrieking in agony. I raise the iron rod once more. At that moment, the pair of fused feet convulses. What? Shrieking in pain. Where do you think you're running? Your footsteps are already decided. The thought bursts out of me. My path is stained with blood and lies. To escape from creatures like you. I just kept struggling over and over again. My voice trembles with unease, but the confession feels liberating. The mass of flesh silently accepts my words. Keep breaking the door. Bringing it down again. A grotesque sound like bone snapping echoes out. Thick blood spatters across my cheek. The door shrieks in agony. I grip the iron rod and raise it again to strike. At that moment, the grotesquely tangled pair of hands shrieked in agony. What have these hands killed? Whose blood have they spilled? Something deep inside me trembles. All the murders I committed with these hands, the blood of the fallen, the memories flash before me. With these hands, I've taken countless lives. I delighted in their screams of betrayal, and in the end, all their blood became mine. I bite my lip as if vomiting up the last of my confession. The mass of flesh accepts my words in silence. Keep breaking that door. Fragments of finger bones jot outward before my eyes. The door lets out a piercing shriek, thrashing violently in agony. I aim the iron rod at the center of the door. At that moment, the massive lump of flesh let out a scream as it swelled grotesquely. You've always had an impulse you couldn't suppress. Tell me, what was the desire you carried? It feels as though all the memories I tried to suppress are being dragged to the surface. With suffocating pain, I spill everything out as if vomiting. I always tried to keep my composure. I wanted to. But people kept confusing me, shaking me, tormenting me. So I only wanted them to feel the same despair I endured. Yes, my impulse was destruction. I wanted to tear it all down, completely. When I finish explaining, I gasp for breath. The mass of flesh quietly accepts my words. Keep breaking that door. Sticky blood and pus burst forth. The door screams, thrashing even more violently. I gather the last of my strength and raise the iron rod. At the deepest point of the door, a pulsating heart-like mass lets out a shriek. You... Is your heart still beating? What remains inside it? My heart doesn't beat anymore. It stopped long ago. There's nothing left inside. Nothing at all. My voice carries resignation. It is the sound of someone who truly wants to give up everything. The flesh accepts my words in silence. All fear and despair twisted into rage. I had to end this nightmare no matter what. This is it! I'll destroy you! Ha ha ha, foolish human, you cannot destroy me! I didn't care what the flesh said. I brought the rod down with every ounce of strength I had. The door twisted as it screamed, veins bursting, flesh tearing apart until the sound filled the space. Ah, I stopped it! I stopped it! Ha ha! Finally, I'm free! Now I can go home! Huh? Nothing happened. Nothing at all. Relief should have come, but that was the problem. Foolish human. You are not prepared. You will pay the price. The price, the price, the price, the price. The voice pierced directly into my skull. It carried pain, rage, despair. Overwhelming terror pressed down. My vision blurred. My body went numb. What just happened? My head spins. And then, I hear the rain. Well, here we are again in the car with Solon. It appears this game is going on and on and on. So, that means we will come back to it next week. Thank you very much for watching, everybody, especially you, Link and Tom, if you're still with me. We are apparently at the climax, so the next part might be quite short. We'll have to find out. But, actually, you know what? We'll go for another 10 minutes. Did you sleep well through the night? You seem very tired. Yeah. The familiar interior of a car. Rain still lashes down outside the window and in the driver's seat. Solon. Are you alright? Yes, it's just a terrible nightmare, that's all. Yes, a dream. It was all just a dream. Relief loose. Yes, a dream. It was all just a dream. Relief loosens my chest. Yet inside something writhes, a fear, a dread that refuses to let go. Dream? No. No, if it was only a dream, I shouldn't know his name. That voice, it was never a dream. This man knows everything. And the nightmare will repeat endlessly. I know it, I feel it. Solon's very existence is both the beginning and the end of this hell. I have to end it. I have to end it. What are you saying? Please, calm yourself. What's wrong with you? I have to end it. I have to end it. If I don't, this will never stop over and over again. I have to end it. I have to end it. Before he could stop me, my trembling hand seized the wheel and wrenched it aside. The car skidded across the rain-slicked road, crashing deep into the forest with a roar, the sound of metal tearing, glass shattering. And still the rain keeps falling. Pixel, pixel, pixel. Pixel, pixel, pixel. Well, we found an ending, everybody. If you stuck with me for a bit, there you would have seen me find an ending. Well, thank you all you lovely South Korean people for writing this game. I had a lot of fun with it. I'm not sure I unlocked the best ending. But whatever the case, I had fun. And now, in all sincerity, I can say thank you very much everybody who stuck around and watched live. The big question is, are we going to go back and play this again at some point? We could have a look at what's in the collection. Wow, so there are lots of... Wow, there are a lot of endings. Okay. And lots of story scenes here that we have not unlocked yet. No, a good half. And certainly in terms of endings, lots of parts of the game that we have not seen. And achievements. Loads of achievements I have not unlocked. Well, there we go. There we go. Alright, everyone. Well, thank you very much for watching. Maybe we'll return to this. Maybe we'll play something else next week. But whatever the case, thank you so much. And I